Fall is the season of crisp air, cozy sweaters, and the irresistible urge to grab those pruning shears. But did you know that pruning at the wrong time can mean fewer flowers and weaker plants? Today, we're going to walk through the do's and don'ts of fall pruning so you can tuck your garden in for winter without accidentally cutting off next spring's show. Whether you're a weekend gardener or a seasoned pro, these fall pruning tips will help you avoid the most common mistakes, protect your plants, and keep your garden vibrant year after year. So let's grab a warm drink and get started. Let's start with the safest, most important task, the 3 Ds: dead, diseased, or damaged. This is your garden's health checkup. Dead wood is an open invitation for pest and fungal diseases, which can overwinter and cause bigger problems in the spring. Here's how to spot it. Gently scratch the bark with your fingernail or a small knife. If it's green underneath, the branch is alive. If it's brown and dry, it's dead. Remove it back to the branch collar, that slightly swollen area where the branch meets the trunk. Make your cut at a slight angle so water can run off instead of sitting in the wound. If you see branches that look blackened or have odd lesions or cankers, those are diseased. Prune a good 6 to 8 inches below the problem area and disinfect your tools between cuts with a 10% bleach solution or rubbing alcohol. It's a simple step that helps prevent diseases from going to healthy plants. One of the biggest mistakes is cutting back the spring bloomers. Plants like hydrangeas, lilacs, rhododendrons, and azaleas. These beauties set their flower buds on old wood, which means they formed next spring's bloom months ago in the summer. If you trim them now, you're literally cutting off next year's blooms. Let's add a few more that you might have in your backyard. Mock orange, Viburnum carsi, magnolia shrubs, Weigela, and flowering quince all belong to the do not prune list this time of year. Even camellias, which many people mistake for fall bloomers, are planning their late winter and early spring display right now. So instead, just let them be. If you absolutely must tidy them, say to remove a branch rubbing against a walkway, do the tiniest of trims and wait until right after they finish flowering until next year for any shaping. It's tough to hold back when everything else is getting a haircut, but your patience will be rewarded with bigger, better, brighter blooms. But not every shrub needs a hands-off approach. Plants that bloom on new wood, meaning they flower on the growth they produce next season, can handle a little fall shaping. Classic examples include butterfly bush, pontantilla, and many shrub roses. You can also lightly trim bluebeard, beautyberry, Abelia grandifloria, and even pinnacle hydrangea varieties such as limelight or pinky winky because they form buds on the current season's growth. Here's the key. We're talking about a light trim, not a major cutback. Focus on removing long, whippy growth or branches that cross and rub against each other. This kind of gentle shaping keeps air flowing and prevents winter winds from snapping brittle branches, but leaves enough wood for a strong flush of growth when the weather warms. When the garden starts to look messy, it's tempting to clear it all out. But a lot of perennials actually benefit from standing through winter. Coneflowers, black-eyed Susans, and sedums add gorgeous winter texture when frosted, and their seed heads provide food for birds like chickadee and finches. Leaving some foliage also acts as a natural mulch, protecting the crown of the plant from the harsh freeze-thaw cycles. If a plant is clearly mushy or diseased, think mildewweed, peonies, or hostas, go ahead and cut those back. Otherwise, let nature do its thing until early spring. Clematis is where even the experienced gardener will pause because not all clematis are pruned in the same way. And we actually went into detail in a previous video on this one, but we'll summarize right now. Instead of memorizing complicated group numbers, just know when your plant blooms. If your clematis bursts into flower in early spring, those blooms appear on old wood, stems that grew last year. Cutting those back in the fall would remove every potential flower bud. So for these early bloomers, resist the urge to prune beyond moving any dead or tangled stems. Some clematis varieties both bloom in early summer and again later. With these, you can do a very light tidy up in fall, maybe just remove weak or wayward stems, but keep most of the structure intact because those early buds are already set. Then there are late summer stars, the varieties that start showing color in mid to late summer and keep going into the fall. These bloom on fresh growth that will sprout next year. So they're the ones that can safely cut back hard in late fall or early spring, down to about 12 to 18 inches above the soil. The key takeaway is to identify your variety, check the plant tag, your purchase receipt, or even snap a photo and bring it into Wildwood Outdoor Living if you're unsure. It's worth a quick check now to guarantee flowers for next season. If these tips help you feel more confident about your fall chores, hit that like and subscribe button to follow for more. But no matter what you're pruning, sharp, clean, sterile tools will make the world of difference. Dull blades crush plant tissue, creating bigger wounds that heal slowly and invite diseases. Invest in a good pair of pruning shears that you'll love season after season. Our favorite is Felco. It's incredibly durable, every single part is replaceable, and the quality is top-notch. If you need to upgrade your tools before you start, be sure to check out the Wildwood Outdoor Living online store. We've got everything to help you prune like a pro. And that's your complete guide to pruning do's and don'ts. Remember, remove what's dead or diseased, know which plants prefer a spring haircut, and when in doubt, identify the variety before you cut. If you made it this far in the video, let us know by sharing which plants you're planning on pruning this fall, or tips and tricks that you'd like to share with others. Please leave us a comment in the comment section below. Now let's get your garden ready for a spectacular spring.